I got so excited. I'm almost out of breath having to come here and pop on here and tell you this. Look, God said, reflect on the promises. Reflect on the promises. There are some things that have been spoken over your life, and you've been waiting on it to happen for you. Look, things that you've been standing on for over a decade. Some of you have been standing on this for over a decade. Some of you have been standing and waiting on this to happen in your life for many years. And God said, reflect on the promise. Because you know what? When God puts a promise together for you, He has placed His name on it. He has placed His name on it. And God shall and He will come through on every promise. Every promise. Just think back. Reflect on the promises of God. Reflect on when God came through for Sarah and Abraham. Oh, that's a long time to be waiting on a baby. How many of y'all been waiting to get pregnant with your purpose, or pregnant, just pregnant period, or waiting on God to deliver your Ruth and Boaz? Some of y'all been waiting on Ruth and Boaz story. Some of y'all been waiting on Sarah and Abraham story. And some of y'all have been a Joseph. Been thrown in a situation where you have been in restraint. You was in jail. Felt like you was in prison. But you about to be released for such a time as this. God said reflect on the promises. Reflect on the promises of God, because He gonna come through. He shall and He will come through on every promise. I was so excited to get out here to tell you this word, because God began to download in my spirit, and He wants you to keep walking forward and trust that He is going to come through, and He shall. He said He shall and He will come through on every promise. Just reflect on the promises of God. I want you to boost yourself up and get encouraged and know that your word coming through. Yeah, you've been standing on this for over a decade. You've been standing on this word for many years. You've been standing on the promises of God, and God shall and He will come through. Reflect on the promise. I love you. Blessings and miracles. Until then, stay encouraged.